Yan na, sir.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Our business for this afternoon would be the pre-bid conference of the following contract IDs: 26G0003 and 26G0004 under Section 51 of RA 1209. I would like to start with first quorum. I am your SPAC Vice Chairperson, Engineer Simon Marjay Areas. With me are SPAC Regular Member, Engineer Ronnie B. Jayala. SPAC Provisional Member, Engineer Gabriel Gallamaso. And our Assistant TWG, Engineer Aris Aguelos. So, baka naman natin. Sir, ikaw naman ikaw naman mag-discuss ng mga titles nung sa goods.
Okay. For the pre-bid conference for two contract IDs, namely 26GF0003 and 26GF00004 for goods and services. For the first project, the basic contract data for 26GF00003, supply and delivery of aggregates to be used for the repair of road slip, regraveling, and maintenance of national roads and bridges along Maharlika Highway, K0335 plus 1352, K0370 plus 670 with exception. Baso Lanot Road, K0382 plus 160 to K0382 plus 310. Dahil San Vicente, San Lorenzo Circumferential Road, Section 2, K0344 plus negative 393 to K0358 plus 186 with exception, and President Torres Aquino Boulevard, Station 040 to Station 080 under PR number 2026-06-067 dated June 10, 2026. DPW's Camarines Norte Sub-District Engineering Office, F. Pimentel Avenue, Barangay 2, Daet, Camarines Norte. And for the second project, 26GF00004, the supply and delivery of thermoplastic paint materials to be used for the maintenance of national roads and bridges along Maharlika Highway, K0335 plus 135 to K0370 plus 670 with exception under PR number 2026-06-068 dated June 10, 2026. DPW's Camarines Norte Sub-District Engineering Office, F. Pimentel Avenue, Barangay 2, Daet, Camarines Norte. For the eligibility requirements under Class A or legal documents, we have updated PhilJEP certificate of platinum registration and membership, the mayor's permit, mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In cases of recently expired mayor's business permits, the official receipts, proof that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit, shall be accepted in updating the PhilJEP's platinum registration, which is also deemed temporarily expired as per GPPB Resolution Number 15 Series of 2021. The updated PhilJEP registration shall be submitted in the technical document component of the bid to be considered eligible. The renewed mayor's or business permits shall also be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 63.2 of the IRR of RA 12009. The same shall apply to the other Class A eligibility documents. Next is the statement of ongoing and similar completed government and private contracts or SLCC, which is greater than or equal to 50% of contract to be bid, and income tax return of the preceding year filed and paid in accordance with the latest BIR registrations, and the computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. Ma'am, proceed. Yan na nagalaw.
Move it.
Yan na. For the technical requirements, the following documents are needed. If joint venture, the joint venture agreement, the bid security as applicable or the bid security declaration, technical specifications, production or delivery schedule, warranty certificate, brochures of offered equipment or goods, and omnibus warn statement. So, if joint venture agreement, bid security is applicable and or bid security declaration para na ulit po. Next, and for the financial requirement, ito po kailangan duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities or breakdown of price of the narrative bid form that has a signature in every page and price schedule for goods offered. Number 2, recurring and maintenance cost if applicable. For further instruction, clarification on the submission of eligibility, technical and financial documents, we have similarly used the uploaded new omnibus warn statement format that contains addendum in clause 3 pertaining to the declaration of non-inclusion in the blacklist and an additional declaration as clause 10 pertaining to the advance payment. Review documents to be submitted to avoid ineligibility and non-compliance of bid. Check the validity of permits, licenses, registrations, and clearances, and check the completeness as to form and substance of the bid, security, affidavits, declarations, and other notarized documents. In the event of any expired Class A documents, the PhilJEPS Platinum registration and membership certificate is also deemed temporarily expired until such time that the expired document is updated in the PhilJEPS as per GPPB Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021, dated October 14, 2021. Preliminary examination of bids shall be conducted in accordance with Section 59 of the IRR of RA 12009. Bids that fail to include any requirement from the checklist or are incomplete or patently insufficient shall be considered as failed. Detailed evaluation of bids shall be in accordance with Section 61 of the IRR of RA 12009. Bids shall be checked as to completeness, arithmetical corrections will be performed on computational errors, and omissions will be corrected to enable proper comparison on equal footing of all eligible bids. In case of discrepancies between bid prices in figures and in words, the latter shall prevail. Erasures, interlineations, overwriting, and alterations in any document should be signed or initialed by the authorized managing officer. The resulting total after correction of errors and omissions, if there are any, shall be considered as the corrected bid. Award shall be made to the submitted bid price or its calculated or corrected bid price, whichever is lower. Bidders were reminded of the recurring and maintenance costs which caused the failure of bidding in the procurement of goods. Bidders are also reminded that recurring and maintenance cost refers to costs that will be incurred after warranty to restore the equipment into its good running condition. Post-qualification shall be conducted in accordance with Rule 10, the post-qualification of the IRR of RA 12009. Verification, validation, and ascertainment of all statements made and documents submitted by the bidder with the lowest calculated bid using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents, covering the legal, technical, and financial requirements. Person or persons who will be submitting motion for reconsideration, if there's any, must present authorization in the form of a special power of attorney or secretary's certificate, whichever is applicable. The provisions of the IRR of RA 12009 and the DPWH Procurement Manual 2 infrastructure shall govern the procurement. Instructions on the purchase of bidding documents. Only the owner of the firm or the authorized representatives with special power of attorney or secretary certificate, whichever is applicable, shall be allowed to transact business relative to bidding matters and purchase bidding documents per Department Order 176 Series of 1993 and as reiterated in DO 197 Series of 2001. The authorized representatives issued with SPA or secretary certificate shall be required to present 2 valid government-issued identification cards or IDs and a printout of the document request list or DRL from the PhilJEPS posting of the contract to be bid showing the name of their firm. The Bank Secretariat will not be responsible for the failure by the bidder to pay the bidding document in time for the bid wrapping due to late arrival, delayed processing of the order of payment, and late payment of bidding documents. Only the back chairperson may cancel or revise the duly signed letter of authority to purchase bid documents. Follow the checklist of eligibility and technical and financial document requirements uploaded with the bidding documents for the contract to be bid out. Absence of any required documents shall be considered as failure of compliance of the required document and non-compliance of the bid. Chronologically arrange the documents in accordance with the checklist for the technical and financial documents. Provide index tab and pagination and securely bind the documents. After affix initial on all the pages of the documents. The initial on the pages together with the pagination affirm the authenticity of the pages that they are indeed part of the submitted bid documents. Advance drafting of bidding documents is not allowed and can be drafted or accepted only on the scheduled date specified in the invitation to bid. Submit duly signed, original, and one machine copy of the bid documents. Machine copies of the documents must be from the original. Place the original technical document in an envelope and securely seal it. Put a marking on the envelope containing the following text: original eligibility and technical document. The name of the back chairperson and the name and address of the procuring entity. The contract ID and the name of the project, and indicate the following. Do not open before 10 a.m. of August 19, 2026. Do the same for the original financial documents and put both the original technical and financial envelopes into one outer envelope. Label the outer envelope as original bid, including the other text for the marking. Do the same above procedures for the copy by marking the envelope as copy 1 for the technical and financial envelopes as well as the outer envelope. Place the envelopes labeled original bid and copy 1 in one mother envelope and put the marking containing the text. Name of the back chairperson and the name and address of the procuring entity, the contract ID, and name of the project, and indicate the following. Do not open before 10 a.m. of August 19, 2026. Here is the illustrative presentation of how it is to be done. That's the end of the presentation.
Thank you, Engineer Aris. Sir, hindi ko may any additional announcement po tayo. So, okay, thank you, honorable members of the Bids and Awards Committee, especially Bids and Awards Committee. Kung yun lang naman, let's adjourn. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.